Alright. Whew. There's still one little cat sleeping or something somewhere that needs to come out so I can put it back to eat its little victuals. Man. It's the crazy. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka empath. I just like having these little talks, sometimes conversations. Who knows? Depends on it. If mom engages, anybody in the chat engages on how I feel about things. I just have been trying to just stay chill. I've really been trying to listen to my body lately, and it's not. I don't know. I was talking to Jason, this guy I met at the ice house the other day when I went down to get ice the other day, and he was in the Persian Gulf era, and they gave him all kinds of shots and stuff like that. I'm like, do you shake? He's like, no, mostly when he has low blood sugar. And I was like, well, how about when you get mad, riled up? And he's like, yeah, because I get, but mostly, I don't know. I don't really have the tremors yet. I got so many heavy metals in me, that's what does it. But I also have done a lot of practices in life to detox and to not add to the heavy metals. But it's hard, because back when I was like in the 70s, they gave you mercury in your fillings. Yeah, you got it too. You got gold in yours. I can taste it when mercury goes into retrograde sometimes. It's funny. And, well, I've done like those ionized foot detoxes and stuff like that. And that stuff helps, man. But ionized foot detoxes, where it draws all the sludge from your body out of your feet. It's freaking, those are amazing. I think everybody should do those. Yeah. Yeah. So when I was talking to that guy the other day, I was like, yeah, you know, because it's those freaking, those, for me it was the 8 anthrax vaccine is what freaking did it. For me, it's like I said, I am not the same person. And I know a lot of women, like, I've had women message me in Facebook and stuff like that because the comments I'll make in threads places, and they'll be like, my husband's got that and he's so angry I don't even know, you know. And I'm like, those are the people that I can help. Those are the folks that I can help, because I can get through to, because I know how it feels, you know. And I don't want to be mad. I don't want to be that, you know, I don't want to be that angry person. I don't want to be that you know. It's just like crotchety because I'm hurting all the time and stuff like that. And I know a lot of other people, I don't think they want to be that person either, but they don't know what to do, you know. I mean, a lot of people turn to prescription pills to alleviate those pills, and that just freaking eats their spirit, makes it worse. A lot of people turn to alcohol, makes it way worse. That'll freaking drive you to an early grave, or it'll pickle you. It's weird how it works for people. Pickle them, it'll like sustain people until their 80s or 90s, but they can never not drink again, because if they took the alcohol away, they would die. That's like what is sustaining them. It's a trip. So, I was thinking about that today. It's like some days I feel like I have extra gravity in my feet, like extra denseness, like, you know? And I got bad feet. Mom was born with club feet, and they had doctors on standby when I was born to make sure that I wasn't gonna get passed down to me. But I still have bad feet, because I was telling the gal at the Big Five the other day, I said, man, people don't even know the stuff you do when you're young. You feel it. It comes back to you, you know? So all those years, I feel like I have bone spurs and stuff like that. Oh man, the weather's a trip. It's windy. Here it's windy. In freaking Omaha, it's like 100 degrees. In Yosemite, yeah, that's the wind blowing at and they closed all the roads in and out of Yosemite because Not Yosemite. Yeah, was it Yosemite? Am I getting my stories jacked up? Sometimes I do that. Because I read an article earlier where a bunch of people freaking vandalized Yosemite. They went up and spray painted a bunch of crap all over it. They can, yeah, adult people, adult kids, I don't know, it's all the mentality. Same mentality. Just people are jerks these days, Ma. Oh man, Ma, like this guy got beat up, and then the little freaking thug assholes around him, freaking took his car too. And it's just like people, where I just keep asking myself, where are these little freaking shits' parents? Where are their parents? They're not around, man. These are the little fucking little thug bitches that you see, with, their mom get them Air Jordans, these $500 shoes when they're babies and they don't even walk, but they're always giving, they're giving, and the mom, it don't matter. It don't matter the color of the skin. It don't matter the economic background. You feed the ego is going to lose control one day. And that's what we're seeing is the whole planet. People are losing the control. They don't have control over themselves. They're completely ego-driven. They don't have that pause. They don't got that stop in them. And I'm seeing it all over, everywhere. As summer comes on and the months get hotter and they start cutting people's power and doing all this stuff, oh yeah, it's going to get worse. So roughly 30 sites were vandalized and covered with spray paint. So it was Yellowstone that I think that they closed, or Yosemite, no, Yellowstone. So Yosemite got vandalized. I'm glad I went to all these places like a long time ago, so I can remember them how they used to be, because people ruin everything. Human beings ruin everything. And it's some stupid bullshit that they spray paint. I mean, they could go through with a pressure washer, they could take care, but it's just like, why do people gotta suck? Why do people gotta suck? So, I think it's Yellowstone they closed off. Yeah, it's Yellowstone they closed off all the entrances and stuff because of flooding. Yeah, well, like this one, there's like the roads, the chunk of the road's gone. So it's not safe. But since they don't got nobody to do the work anywhere, they'll just stay closed. And then the only people that'll get to look at these magnificent sites are going to be the people that work there. You know what I mean? They're already doing it. Freaking hogging all the good property, all the good sites to themselves. Do you see it like in all the, I see it a lot in the fires and stuff like that. Who gets the good shots? Who gets the firemen? They're right there. So they get so they share they sell their shots to the freaking media and stuff like that. And it's just like, oh, you freaking little bit, let me in there. Let me get the shots, No, it's far too dangerous. Dude, I'm smarter than you are. It's all a club. The whole world's a club. Whole world's a club, Ma. Everything is a club in this world. Everything is a club. Everything is who you know has nothing. You don't have to know anything anymore. You don't have to know anything. You can be dumb as a post as long as you're cute. Get by in this world. But yeah, it was kind of I had a synchronistic kind of day. They've been throwing around the idea about going down to Lowe's in Espanola, get a new fan, a new one of those. Because the one back there, it don't work so good. And then today, the fan back there, it died. So I'm like, oh man, I got a backup. It's fine for now. It's not too terribly hot. Where we are, me and Mom, it's like we've been through so much, yet we've continually been divinely protected. You know, it's that, but we never really wanted or felt like we needed so much, right? So whatever we've gotten, we're just plenty content with, okay? And I see all these people that just, they got so much and they don't appreciate anything that they have. And these life lessons, man, it's like, oh God, the world is just getting trippy. All the woo-woos coming out, all the magic, all the stuff that people says that doesn't exist, you know, but the other people have benefited from for years and years. Getting a crink in my neck. Somebody putting some bad juju on me, Ma. Bad juju on me. Anyway, I was scrolling through, I thought about, in a segment called What's in My Browser? I have like 101 tabs open. Yeah, because I'll open a tab when I'll keep it. I'll be all like, oh, that's an interesting story. Or, that's a neat word. Or, but a lot of this stuff is old. I got to go through, you know. I mean, and that's, and it's kind of like, that's what the media does, is it throws out emotion. It's supposed to invoke emotion in you. That's what music does. That's what theater, everything is supposed to invoke emotion in you, right? So it's like, it's this emotional roller coaster that people create with their ideas of how they want you to live, right? It's a trip. And you see so much injustice, and sometimes they'll throw out justice. Something will happen, right? And someone will get their retribution, and the whole world will see it. And then it just goes away. Right? Like, okay, Kevin Spacey, this was a while back. This is just an example. He was charged with 4 counts of sexual assault against 3 men in the UK. And that was May 26th, right? But then it's like nothing. It'll be nothing. You know? And there's so many people that do these terrible things. But how many people were excited that freaking Bill Cosby got his freaking just desserts? That guy, he who knows how many women that guy pilled and raped. You know? He drugged and raped. He's the guy that your mom warned you about, like, don't leave your drink alone, because guys like him, right? And then he went to prison for a little while, and then he got out because of not because he wasn't guilty, not because he didn't do it, because some freaking superficial, made up bullshit, you know, some law, bro club, freaking swinging wiener bullshit, you know, some judicial bullshit that's been made up, you know? And so he got out. That guy, dude, oh my God, you know, these people, they're all gonna have to meet their maker. That's what I don't understand is do they believe so much that they're just, then you're dead? I guess maybe they're gonna be in for a rude awakening. Hey, Mom? Everybody's talking about mental health and, what do you call it? All this pride bullshit. I hate pride. I'm not a fan of the whole frickin' anything. It's all more divisive bullshit. It's all stuff that makes you divided, you know? It's all, straight people like rainbows too. Whoopee, you know? I mean, and all that stuff that, you know, showing parts and being all provocative, and that is no place for children. That is no place for, I was sexualized at a very young age. And to put children in that kind of environment is just, that's what you're doing. And see, if people don't like me so much, then stop doing the freaking behaviors that perpetuate personalities and potentially direct and guide them into acting, you know? I neglect people so much that it can only take so much in life. You know, people are gonna, Either they're just gonna wither away and die, or they're gonna freaking ultimately realize they have a human spirit and they're gonna start fighting back. But where we are, things are okay, pretty much, huh, Ma? I'm just trying so hard to live local and not try to put myself out there too far at all. The world doesn't want to have anything to do with me. I don't need to freaking interject myself into it so much, right? So I'm a lot more content and a lot more happy when I just focus on this, you know. It's when I feel like I need to be doing this, that, and the other thing, and that's when I start feeling a little discontent. Yep, one day at a time. But you know, I've been conditioned for so many years. You got to do this. You got to be this. I mean, I was just reminded today of it wasn't that long ago. My brother told me I need to get rid of 2 of the dogs, put Mom in a home, and go back to work and start planning for my retirement. And I'm just like, you know, I don't have that. I have a heart. I couldn't live with myself if I did that. I could, like, I would be dead and I would drink. It's doing stuff like that would make me feel bad and drive me to drink and stuff like that, you know. That's the kind of stuff that I can't live with myself with, you know. But everything that I see going on, it's all distractions. I'm going to start seeing more and more people helping other people and stuff. But that's when I'm going to really start feeling the shift has happened. Otherwise, it's more distractions. You know, people can decode all day long. People can, you know, this person is the culprit. New World Order, that. You know, people can do all that stuff. Whoever is responsible all day long, every day, all day. And meanwhile, in local communities everywhere, we're going to have inclement weather, we're going to have more fire season, you know, people are going to have more of a need for local compassion, you know, and frankly, you know, decoding nothing, that ain't going to feed nobody. It's not. That ain't going to give nobody no clean socks. It's not going to, you know, provide no amenities, and it's going to be nasty for a while, man. You know why it's going to be nasty for a while? Because so many people are seeing it that way. And that's how collective consciousness works. The majority, that's why their media exists. Because if they can get so many people to see a story, it'll put everybody on that timeline. But if everybody ignores that story, they're creating their, you know, the succincting up of their own timeline. Hopefully they're doing it a local way. Where I live, it's not. It's a lot of freaking lazy, a lot of drinking, a lot of chasing sensations. But the thing of it is, when things are like that, they never stay like that forever. Well, I think they've been like that for a number of decades here, frankly, in New Mexico. But it's them, it's not me, you know. People aren't really motivated to do much of anything around here, and there's no kind of sense of urgency, and you know, maybe they'll help you, maybe they won't. It's a very, 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 it's like any other place, you know. You got to know somebody, or you got to blow somebody, or, you know, and I don't know or blow, so well, where does that leave people like me? What do I do? I'm a little hooked on this tea. Mom likes it too, so she's been guzzling it. Anyway, what else is going on in the world? Just, I don't know. It's just a lot of nonsense. I just been trying to be present because my body's been hurting a lot. I almost got bit by my freaking 3rd yellow jacket today. It was, I felt it on the back of my arm, and I went like this, and then I was like, oh, because I thought maybe it was a sticker or something that blew because it's been windy. And I went like, and then I saw it fly out from under my hand. I was like, not today, you little bastard. Those things freaking hurt. That's what compelled me to initiate, because it reminded me, I remember when I got bit by one in the middle of my, or stung or whatever, in the middle of my shoulder blades, and how it felt. And I was driving down the road, and so I couldn't, like, so, it just freaking hurt. I just had to take it and just experience that wasp medicine, right? So when I got my first anthrax vax, she freaking stuck in my first of 8. I was like, can you tell me something? I said, I've had a lot of shots. I said, none of them have felt the way that just felt. I got bit by a yellow jacket, and that is what it felt like. What is that? Well, do you know what it is? And she's like, it's the formaldehyde. Yeah, they store them in glass vials and then put formaldehyde on top of them. So it creates medical problems to perpetuate the freaking medical field, with all the freaking, neurological, you got to keep that ALS ice bucket challenge. We'll do that, they'll do that the 20-year anniversary. It's just all, they keep rotating the same bullshit, but I'm happy to hear that the astrology is saying that people are becoming their own health practitioners again. They're going back to the natural ways. F you freaking, you D-bag freaking doctors that all you care about is money or golf course houses, your vacation, you don't care about people no more. You're hypocrites with your Hippocratic oath and your bullcrap acting like you care about people and all you care about is money, and that's your karma to pay. That's between you and your maker, So I just remember stories in life of like, how people met karma, but without knowing what the story is. Like the guy that had invented Segway. I remember when he went over the cliff. He went over a cliff on one of his Segways. That's how he died. The inventor of Segway, I mean, it's stuff like that happens all the time. The universe makes sure that people get what they deserve. So, and all this hustling, man, I freaking hate it. This lying, this cheating, this stealing, this hustling, do whatever you can to freaking put one over on them and that. And it's on all, it's from like the basic, human level, just regular engagements all the way up, to like the cryptocurrencies, all these people getting robbed and gypped out of their money and all this stuff. And that's not the world that we're supposed to be creating, man. I mean, but we got to really reach the maximum collective amount of bullshit before we can clear away the nonsense and get back and building things and, to a better way. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world. I'm just like, man, I hope people don't clump me up with that. Like with pride, I never want people to clump me up with that. I don't even want to be associated to the rainbow flag. Frankly, I got t-shirts, straight people like rainbows too. Oh, that's the water. I think that's the water. Alright. I gotta put more water in. I'll put some vinegar in it this time. Keep that filter clear. There's where we live, man. There's so many minerals in the water in the well. So many minerals. I worry about Mom drinking it too. I think that's how freaking kidney stones and stuff happen with hard water. Heck, it freaking leaves residue on the inside of cup and like a white film on everything. I'm like, I can imagine that going through the tissue of kidneys and bladders and stuff like that. So Mom has a habit of filling it up back there, but it also clogs up the filter that I got going on. So I got to clean it out pretty regular. Add it to the list of regularly scheduled maintenance, daily housing maintenance. But soon I'll be going down to talk to a real estate agent. I got to figure out who the one who's been around the longest, the female that's been around the longest. I'll go talk to her, and I know that prices are going to start coming down. I know that they're gonna talk. Not now, cause like this house right here, like 36 Medina, Ranchos de Taos, 2 bedrooms, 2 bath, and it has a little fence around it. It has all the plans on it. It doesn't have. It has one photo of the outside, and then it has the plans of the inside. $499,000. But they can't get people to work at freaking the gas stations and stuff like that. So I guess it's just gonna be a turnover of the hoity-toities that work from home that come in and they'll start another health and wellness place where people can come and give them a lot of money so they can do a little something to try and make you feel better. And where's the spirit in that? It's such a trip. Anyway, I think I'm going to head out soon and go see Scott, Jason, these guys I met at the water house, because they got a YouTube channel and stuff, and I want to see that truck that they're doing, that they're trying to get running so they can drive back up to Illinois. You know, and I was thinking about it today. I was talking to somebody recently, because this is my social connection to the outside world. Sometimes I'll go to the park or the coffee shop and I'll run into somebody, you know, and we'll smoke a bowl or smoke a joint, or, you know, and I'll get some fellowship, some fellowship time, right? And it's so weird. I go out and I just listen to people and I'm just like, have I reached to the point that I really don't fit in anywhere? Some days I feel like that. Like I just feel like, and then I got a message today and somebody else felt like that. Because it's like all over my feed. Everywhere I look, there's stuff about, I don't know, this Avengers movie. There's these 2 main prominent storylines that right now. There's a few of them. I didn't give a shit about Top Gun 30 whatever years ago. I can't stand Tom Cruise. Freaking, I was in the Air Force. Fucking flyboys are assholes. They're just little short little freaking dudes too. It's not like they're, you know, I mean, come on, man. I mean, they glorify and glamorize everything. You know, I'm a veteran. I should probably go to the doctor and get checked out, just, you know, because I haven't been to the doctor in years, and there's so many other veterans like me like that. There's an outpatient clinic here where I live, but it's been closed for 2 years. They ain't never reopened it, but people are going every day and going to work. And then you have these stupid fucking movies like Top Gun and glorify military. And, oh, go sign up so your freaking loved one can go off and kill people in countries they have no business being in. It's fucking retarded, and I wish that would stop. And so, I saw somewhere for the F-18s or whatever that they used in the scenes that it costs like $11,000 an hour, you know? Why is the military making money on fucking Hollywood movies? Why? Because it's all Hollywood. It's all movie. It's all for no reason, no good reason. I'm not saying the stuff that they do is fake, because the people and the civilians that get killed are very, very real. And all the nasty other stuff that goes along with war, that gets the guys their jollies off. You know, people, I'm tired. Okay, so you got that bull crap, you know, bringing that crap back around, you know. And then it's the Jurassic Park. You know, I thought that was cool because it was something different. And then they went off and I think they made like 4 or 5 other movies that they lost me after the 3rd one, I think. Jurassic, I think that's what, you know, I mean, it's like they milk and they beat this stuff to death. And it's just like, dude, there's homeless people everywhere. There's people that they all got, you know, they can't go to the dentist. They can't, you know, do stuff that everybody should be able to do. They can't even do it. They don't even got the opportunity to do it. But people can freaking, you know, piss away to go watch movies and stuff. And it's just like, still, you know, still. The distractions are winning still. Politics is another distraction. It's just a bunch of bullshit. They're all a bunch of freaking bad actors getting overpaid. They're all overpaid. You know, I live in New Mexico, man. This state, there's only 2.5 million people in this whole state. There's no reason for anybody to be living in the conditions that they live around here. And yet people can't find a place to live because you got some freaking greedy, egomaniacal, evil people that are, it's all by design. Everything's by design. They want people to suffer, so people suffer. You know? And then they milk this freaking this law stuff, like this Rover. They milk it, man. Still, they 40 years later. No, man, they aren't here to do anything of any use. They're the resource hogs. They're the misappropriation of funds, but nothing's gonna change unless the people take it back, and I don't see that happening anytime soon. I really don't. What do you do? What do you do, Ma? Sit and rock in your chair? Soak your feet? That's what we're doing next. We're soaking